What's up, everybody? In today's video, I'm upgrading the speaker pack. So I've had this version for about maybe 5-6 months, and it's starting to wear out. The lights, they broke. The top speaker, that one's giving out. It overheats with the amplifier, and the backpack itself is giving out. Used too much hot glue to put it together, so I'm gonna redo all that. I've disassembled it, and now I'm gonna get a new bag. This is the old top speaker. I modified it to get more bass sound, I guess. Cut this off. I don't know. I try to get more bass sound from it. But anyway, this is the old one, and this is the new one. Got size comparison. So I am gonna make a sort of bass box, I guess, to make it more bassier, and then I have to modify it some to fit into the bag. So with the harness I have, so I am still reusing the old top speaker. The old bottom speaker, and I just made these out of old binders. That's what I used last time. I gotta clean all this stuff up, but it goes here, like that. So I'm gonna use this on a new backpack. This is the one I used for the old speaker, and I don't think it's gonna fit much with this. So what I'm gonna do is get a board to connect this on, and to go down the length of the backpack to keep it more sturdy, as with the old one it was kind of floppy. So I'm gonna use some wood for that, and also wood to make the container box to make it bassier. I'm still using the same amp for right now. I'm eventually gonna upgrade it, but I'm gonna solve the cooling issue by using a fan. I've used this, well, now it's got all the screws in it, but I've used this to put this in here and the battery. So I'm just gonna cut a hole and put the fan on. I'll show you the fan right now. It's kind of dusty. I gotta clean it. I'm gonna test the old sound system now. I didn't take a video of it in the backpack. You've seen it before, but this is just a sound system right now to compare afterwards with the new speaker. I'm gonna back the camera up so it won't be super close, but still, headphones warning, might be pretty loud. There's already a huge difference with this new setup without even having a bass box. First time around, had that clacky noise from the I think it was from this part hitting back there, because I screwed it up. And then this was really ashy. It was like shh. Whereas with this, it was a deeper sound, and it was better than the old one. So with the bass box, I think it'll sound way better too. I'm gonna cut some holes in the backpack so I can fit these speakers in. I'm gonna start with this one. And I'm also using a 1/4-inch wood to go around the edges. So the way it's gonna work is speaker, then the back plate that goes inside the backpack, a plate that goes on top of the backpack to sandwich it, and then 1/4-inch plywood to make a little spacer, and then another piece of wood. But these are gonna have cutouts so you can see the speakers. The reason I have that spacer is so I can put lights, LEDs, like the ones I have in my room, and I had in the old backpack. So this one's easier because it's a square. This one's gonna be harder. I think I'm gonna do a square, but the wood that's gonna cover it has to be a circle. So this one's gonna be harder. So I'm gonna start this one. Like I said, this one's gonna go on the top. So I'm gonna get that done right now. Here's the backpack. I got it from an undisclosed source. And unlike the old one where I had the big round one on the top and the square one on the bottom, I'm gonna reverse it so that the round one's on the bottom and the square one's on the top, so that the bass box has its own little compartment down there.
2, 1, drop it.
So I cut the hole in the backpack. The speaker's in there. I drew little holes for where the screws are gonna go. I'm just using these little tiny screws with nuts. So this is gonna go on top. Then I'm actually just gonna go inside between the speaker and the backpack screws. And then I'm gonna use the old grating. I'm gonna try to use the old grating, I don't know, screen thing. But there's some hot glue, so I'll cut that off and then see whatever's left and see if I can use that. I don't know what I'm gonna use for the bottom yet. So I got it bolted in, and it's just bolted in through the backpack. I have to get the wood piece that goes on top. I don't have that yet. So the screen actually does fit, so I'm just gonna cut off as much as I can, glue it to the blue part, and then on the edges so you can't see it, and put it back in. My goal is to not use any hot glue in the exterior, so it doesn't end up looking like that like the old one. So no hot glue in the exterior. I'll use wood glue for the wooden pieces, but that's it. I have something important to tell you guys. I lied. I told you that the wood to make the border around the speakers was going to be made out of 1/4 inch wood. Well, it's actually going to be made out of 1/2 inch wood. I also told you that the wood used to make the speaker box was going to be 1/4 inch wood, but it's going to be thinner. I don't know what this is, but it's not 1/4 inch wood. I'm very sorry about this. Please forgive me. This piece of hardwood, this is going to be used to make the frames to hold the speakers and also the parts that go outside the bag to sandwich them together. And it's also going to be used to make the speaker box. The only thing it's not going to be used is for the coverings that go over the spacers for the lights. Just because I want to get those stained, I want to get that really nice wood stained look, and I can't really achieve that with this. So I'm gonna go to probably like a Hobby Lobby, and get some thin pieces. It'll be cheaper, and also I can stain them look nice. So I'm gonna start cutting. I'm gonna draw out the lines for this. Start cutting this to make the frame, and I still gotta put the screen in for that. And after a whole lot of cutting, I got the sandwich piece in between cut out. Fits perfectly like that. I'm gonna take the screws out. I'm gonna mark the holes where this hole should go, drill them in, and that'll be good. So I got the grating in and cut out the parts that I needed. I cut this little hole so that the tweeter could peek through, so it wouldn't be vibrating too much. My old backpack, whenever I pick it up, it'd be flimsy. Well, if I zipped it up, it'd be like this and it'd be holding straight. The old backpack, since the speaker was on the top, it'd flip forward and look really bad. But put this piece connecting to the bottom two screws all the way down so that it stays nice and sturdy. Also provide some actual support for the back. And then I've drilled 2 little holes here so I can attach the amplifier fan box. And I also cut out these things of wood, the 1/2 inch, to go in between the screws like this. So that way I can put the lights going around and then another piece on top, but it'll be fancier so I can stain it look really nice. I also cut out these pieces. These are going to be pieces that make up the base box. So I got 2 side pieces, back and top and bottom. I still have to make the front plate. I need to make 2 of them to sandwich. But the thing is, they have to have a big circle cut in them, and I don't really want to do it by hand because it's going to be messed up. It's going to take a long time, so I'm going to try to use one of those big cutter drill bits and cut a hole. And then if I can't get that soon, I'll just do a square, because I wanted to get it done by Friday, October 1st, so I can play Spooky Scary Skeletons for all to hear. So sets up like this, that, and you get the ones on the other side, and that whole thing makes up 7 inches square, so like that. So that's gonna be perfect. And I gotta cut like a 5-inch or 6-inch hole. Also, I'm gonna be I think it's called slotting or something, where you cut another hole into the top of the speaker. So you have your square, you have the big hole for the speaker, and then you're using a smaller hole. I might do that. I might put this PVC in it. It's supposed to help with the sound. I might, if I have enough time. If I have enough, maybe. I don't know. So I caulked all the joints with just regular white caulking, and I try to smooth it out, inside and out. So hopefully all the cracks are sealed with that and the glue. And then I did little ported things. So I drilled a hole, and I got a piece of PVC, and I put it through. So now it's ported. Speaker's gonna go in like this. So hopefully that provides better sound. I was originally going to do it at the top, but I saw a bunch of stuff supposed to go on the side. So even though it'll be in the backpack, hopefully it'll provide some better sound quality. I got some fabric to go over on the sides to dampen the sound. It's not like actual speaker fabric for that, but it'll work. And I'm going to fill the inside of foam too. So my Theo gave me this tool. You have to put it in a drill and drills a big hole. It's the only one he's had, and it's a little bit too small, but it'll give me a nice starting to get a bigger circle out. I need the circle to be 5 inches. This is like 3.5 or something. I might actually just cut a square, but this still gives me a nice foundation to do that. So thank you to him. He's supposed, yeah, this chuck bit or this bit that's supposed to go into the drill is actually too big, so like I just put it down and did it by hand. So came out rather nicely. I'm gonna see what I can do about this. I'm gonna cover the base box with the some fabric. And at this point, I stopped recording everything because I just really wanted to get this project done. I finished the box. I got it all wrapped with fabric. I got foam on the inside. I cut the little circle on the top to put the big speaker in. I also drilled a little hole in it to put the speaker wire through. And this is it in the end, about the end almost. I got the whole fan and amplifier battery assembly all connected. It's running off this little 9-volt battery, so if I turn it on, you can hear it spin up. So that'll keep the amp cool, which is a major problem in the old one. It kept overheating. The back plate, keeping it all nice and steady. Top speaker, and here is the bottom part. There's a nice wood I was telling you about. This is all about like 2 months after that last clip, so a lot has changed. Obviously, the bass box is inside here. So if I open this up, you can see it. And here it is inside. There's the fabric, and there's the little wire that goes through the support plate to the amplifier. So that's how that works, and it barely fit inside there. Like I measured this just perfectly enough to fit inside this pocket, which is pretty good. So, yep. And this is what it looked like after I was all done. So there is some upgrades coming along, but for this video, that's it.
When it's stopping and when you get the top and I see that you've been learning and when I take you shopping you spend it like you earned it and when you popped off on your ex he deserved it.
And that is it for this episode, guys. Next episode's going to come out really soon with the 2 major upgrades coming along. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe button and make sure you like it. Make sure don't to copy my design exactly, please. Just get some inspiration. And I shall see you next time. Goodbye.